This is Chapter 72 of Life of Pi. In my case, to protect myself from Richard Parker, while I trained him, I made a shield with a turtle shell. I cut a notch of each side of the shell and connected them with a length of rope. The shield was heavier than I would have liked, but do soldiers ever get to choose their ordnance? The first time I tried, Richard Parker bared his teeth, rotated his ears fully round, vomited a short guttural roar, and charged. A great, full-clawed paw rose at the air and cuffed my shield. The blow sent me flying off the boat. I hit the water and instantly let go of the shield. It sank without a trace after hitting me in the shin. I was beside myself, terror of Richard Parker, but also being in the water. In my mind, the shark was at that very second shooting up for me. I swam for the raft in frantic strokes. Precisely the short while thrashing that the sharks find delicious, inviting. Luckily, there are no sharks. I reached the raft, I let out a rope and sat with my arms wrapped around my knees and the head down, trying to put on the fire of fear that blazing within me. It was a long time before the trembling of my body stopped completely. I stayed on the raft for the rest of the day, and the whole night I did not eat or drink. I was at it again the next time. I caught the turtle. The shell was smaller, lighter, and it made for a better shield. Once more I advanced and started stamping the middle of the bench onto my foot. I wonder if those who hear the story will understand that my behavior was not to act insanity of the covert suicide attempt, but a simple necessity. Either I tamed him, made him see who number one was, or who number two, or I died late the day I wanted to climb aboard the lifeboat during the rough weather and objected. If I survived many apprenticeships as the high seas animal trained, it was because Richard Parker did not really want to attack me. Tigers, indeed all animals, do not favor violence or means for settling scores. When animals fight, it is with intent to kill and with understanding that they may be killed. A clash is costly, so animals have full system cautionary signals designated to avoid shadow downs. They are very quick to back down and feel they can. Rarely will tiger attack a fellow predator without warning. Typically, a head brush adversity will be made with a strong ground, but it's before it's too late. The tiger frees menace rumbling in the throat, and I will appraise the situation of its decides that there is no threat and there is no runaway feeling that its point to be made. Richard Parker made his point that four times he struck at me. The right away pawed I sent over time. Four times I lost my shield. I was terrified before, during, and after each attack. I spent a long time shivering the fear with the raft. Eventually, I learned to read the signals he was sending me. I found that his ears, his eyes, his whiskers, his teeth, his tail, his throat. He spoke a simple, forceful, punctuated language that told me what his next move might be. I learned to back down before he lifted his paw in the air. I made my point, feet in the gunwale, boat rolling, a single note language blasting from the whistle, and the Rich Parker moaning and gasping the bottom of the boat. My fifth shield lasted me the rest of my training.